Hi guys and welcome to my new video. Today I want to show you how to fix an water damaged iPhone 4, iPhone 4S. You can do this on every phone if you know how to open it. This is an iPhone 4S which I got from a friend. Further you will need some kind of a box where you can get your little screws in so they don't get lost. And you need a little crosstip screwdriver. I don't know exactly which size, but it's very small and you will need this. Further you will need a T5 screwdriver, or if you don't get a T5 screwdriver you can use a sharp knife. So further you will need some high percentage alcohol. I'm using isopropanol from the drugstore, which has about 98% of alcohol and only 2% of water, and this is hygroscopic and it will drain the water out of your iPhone. So let's get started. I recommend laying something under your iPhone, so if screws fell out, you see them and you don't lose them. The first thing we need to do is take a T5 or a sharp knife and open these two screws here. They are a bit tricky because they are this T5, and if you don't got this, you need to get the sharp knife and do a lot of pressure on the screws and then slightly turn and try to get them out. So I will open this now. So give the screws now in a box or somewhere so you don't lose them. They are very tiny and there are some different screws, so it would also be good to mark them. And after you've got the screws out, you can flip the iPhone over and push the cover to the top and it will go off. I will show you this now. Slightly push the cover topwards and pull it off. So now you see the internals of the iPhone. You can see the battery and the logic board and some connectors, and there is this indicator. If this turns red, your iPhone got in contact with water, and this is a sign that your iPhone is water damaged. Usually this sign should be white. The first thing we need to do is get the screws out of the battery connector. There are two tiny Phillips screws. You can get them out with the little cross tip. And after you've got them out, you will need a flathead or a sharp knife to push the connector out of the seat. So use the knife like a lever and just push it upwards and it should go off. So under this connector there should be a antenna cable. We need to remove two. You can see this here. Just use a flathead or the sharp knife to pull it off and then flip it to the side. Now we are ready to remove the battery. You can do this by pulling at this transparent plastic thing here. Just pull it straight off and the battery should go out of the seat. It's glued in, so maybe sometimes you need to pull a little bit harder. And now you can check the connector if there's some corrosion, or check the battery if it has some bubbles, because then it's the battery is broken and you need to purchase another one. So now we will need our cross tip again and open these two screws here. I'm doing this video in 2x speed because it would take too long to watch, and I think the speed is okay. So just take the screws off and then remove the piece of metal here. Then we will go a bit up and open the next screw. This is here. You can use the cross tip again. So now you need to remove these 5 screws which hold this metal cover here in place. You can use the cross tip again, but note all those 5 screws are different in size and length. So it would be good to mark them or take a piece of paper and draw this thing and place them in the right order on the paper. So after you've got the screws off, you can just raise the cover up and then we will continue. So use your sharp knife, start at the top and just raise the cover off. Now you can see all the connectors here. You can easily put them out just with a flathead or sharp knife. Go a little bit under them and use it like a lever to push them off. Be careful with these connectors. You could also easily break them if you do too hard pressure on them or scratch them. And now you can take the charger connector off. just like the other connectors, just go under it and use it like a lever, and then flip the connector backwards. Now you need to push this little piece of plastic up, and there is another connector under it, and there's also a screw under this. It's a screw in screw, because you screw the top screw in this screw. To get this screw here out, you need a flathead. Just go in there and with the flathead and screw it out. So there will be one more screw of this, and now you can keep the flathead and remove the black tape here on the left top corner of the iPhone. Under this tape there will be another Phillips screw. You can screw this screw out with the cross tip. There should be the screw, if you can see it now, and just screw it out. Under the screw there's also some gold grounding finger for the back camera. Be sure not to lose it. And afterwards we will need to remove those both screws. There's another screw in screw and a Phillips screw. So just screw them out, and then we can take the logic board out of the case. But don't forget to get this SIM slot cover out here, otherwise you won't get the board out of the case. So you can just take it out. What we need to do now is remove the metal covers which cover the chips, because there could also be some water in there, and we need to remove it in case to clean it completely. You can do this with a sharp knife by lifting off these prongs which hold the metal covers in place. We will need to do this on these 4 covers here. So this is the first one, just pop it off and take it off. Then do it with the second one. There's a tape on there, you can pull it off too. Now go to the back side and do this for the other 2 metal covers. And then we are ready to clean the logic board. What you need for this is just a toothbrush, then your isopropanol, and some kind of a bowl where you can get the logic board and the alcohol in. Okay, so let's get started. Put the logic board in the bowl. And now take your toothbrush and put some alcohol on the toothbrush. You don't need to save with the alcohol. And now you need to take the board in one hand and slightly and gently brush all over the board. You should check the board for corrosion signs like rust, this is brown, or some green and white stuff all over the board. And brush and reapply the alcohol as long as you see corrosion. And one thing to note, don't force too much pressure on the board, because if your contacts are corroded heavily and you brush and force much pressure on them, they will break and go off, and then your logic board is really broken and you can throw it in the trash. So do this until you are done and don't see any corrosion anymore. Also be sure to check these connectors here, and after you're done, let it dry at the air at least for about a few hours, or you can dry it with a hair dryer at the lowest level for, don't know, 10 minutes. So after this we will reassemble the iPhone, and now I will finish my cleaning. So now we'll do the reassembly. I will only show you the first steps because you can watch the video in the backwards direction, and basically that's the reassembly. Also be sure to clean the connectors of the case and clean the whole case because there could be corrosion too. This is what it should look like after you've cleaned it, and now we need to reassemble the metal covers which cover the chips. Just put them on and press a little bit on them and they should pop in. Do this for all the 4 covers here. You can reassemble the tape too if you want, but you don't need this, so this tape has no really function. And after you have reapplied the metal covers, you can put the logic board back in the case and start the reassembly. So now I have reassembled my iPhone. As you can see, it's the same iPhone because there's the tape and the water indicator which has turned red. And now I will flip it over and try if it turns on. So as you can see, it works. The last thing we need to do is put the back cover on, and you should also check the connector and the headphone jack if there's some corrosion, and if there is some, you should clean it too. The touchscreen also works, so I was lucky because there wasn't too much corrosion and the iPhone works now again. And I will now reassemble the back cover and then I'm done. So guys, that was my tutorial on how to fix a water damaged phone. You can do this on every phone if you know how to open it. And sorry for my bad English, I'm trying to improve, and thanks for watching and see you the next time. Bye.